came running at them. She bolted, ran. He sprang after her. Okay, he was laughing and she was crying. Both of them were appalled. Appalled means they were very like shocked, surprised. Okay, all the definitions I'm giving you here, I'm trying to define the words in context, okay? They may not be the exact definition. So don't take my word for it. Please go and check up a dictionary, all right? If I am wrong, please come and let me know what the word actually means. He was laughing, she was crying. Okay, two different reactions, two different reactions. Okay, so obviously Lydia is afraid, right? George, actually, you may say that his laughter is to hide his fear. That's possible. Okay, possible. But you can definitely say that, you know, he is not as afraid as Lydia. Okay, if he was even afraid in the first place, okay, they don't say here. All right, so we shall not speculate. Okay, so over here, George, oh my poor Lydia, they almost got us. Okay, come, let's go down. Then over here, what's he doing? He's saying, remember Lydia, crystal walls, that's all they are. Oh, they look real, I must admit, but it's all dimensional, super reactionary, super sensitive color, blah blah blah. Okay, so all these, he's trying to reassure her here, right? Reassure Lydia that it's not real, just due to very sophisticated, high-level technological effects. Okay, so okay, we have more confirmation, right, of how Lydia feels. So I'm afraid. She came to him. Did you feel it's still real? Okay. And then she said, you got to tell Wendy and Peter not to read anymore on Africa. Interesting. We can, I think, reasonably guess, right, that these are their children. Not to read anymore about Africa. Why does she say that? What has that got to do with the Veldt? So we can guess that it's got something to do with their reading, right, about Africa that makes the room appear like the African Veldt. So maybe the room is linked to some kind of mind power or imagination thing. Okay, so that one we will find out later. Okay, room linked to imagination. Okay, that one we will confirm. Okay, then after that, right, she requests that he locks the nursery a few days until she gets her nerves settled. Oh, she's very worried. Then after that, right, look at how George responds. He says, you know how difficult Peter is about that. Okay, so we know the kid can throw a tantrum. When I punished him a few months ago by locking it for even a few hours, the tantrum he threw. Okay, typo here. Okay, change it. And Wendy too. They, okay, I think this is important. Okay, we're going to see more of this later in the text. They live for the nursery. So think about this. What kind of relationship Peter has with his parents? Obviously not so close, right? Because they can, you know, throw, or rather they can lose their temper with parents over the use of a room. So, you know, over here they live for the nursery, right? So obviously the room is very important to them. Okay, let's get that in first. The room is very important to them. It's like part of their lives. Okay, so to the kids, the relationship with the parents is not as important as the use of the room is to them. Interesting. Okay, so there's something not right with this family already. Okay, lock the room. Okay, maybe I have time to think too much. Time to think too much. Okay, that's what Lydia says, right? Okay, shut off the house for a few days and take a vacation. What does she mean, shut the whole house off? Remember earlier on, the house was able to like self-function, right? You know, automatically. So she's talking about turning of all the devices in the house that allows it to function automatically take care of the chores. Okay, that's what she's saying. So over here, right, George's response is very interesting. He says, you mean you want to fry my eggs for me? Yes. And dye my socks? Yes. And sweep the house? So what does it mean? It means that Lydia hasn't been doing all these things, right? So we can say that, you know, there's all the normal chores, right? All the household chores chores have been delegated to technology. You can also see that they are very reliant, right? The parents reliant on technology, right? So, whoa, let's see. Same thing, right, as the kids. So the house is important not just to the kids but also to the parents. For the kids, right, you can even say that, you know, they are very attached to the house. Okay, so at this point, right, Lydia wants to turn the house off. It suggests that she wants to get away from the house. She wants to forego all the conveniences. Okay, let's see. Right, George says, but I thought that's why we bought the house, so we wouldn't have to do anything. That's just it. I feel like I don't belong here. Oh, Lydia says this. I feel like I don't belong here. Okay, the house is wife and mother now. Okay, right? And nursemaid. Don't forget that. What's a nursemaid? Nursemaid is somebody who presumably takes care of the children, right? Nurses them, comforts them, takes care of their daily needs. Can I compete with an African Veldt? It's interesting, right, that a human being is talking about, you know, being compared to a setting, all right, a place, right, an imaginary place that doesn't even exist to begin with, and she's feeling inferior to this place. Can I give a bath and scrub the children as quickly or efficiently as the automatic scrub bath can? I cannot. It isn't me. And she pointed out that George has also been very nervous lately. Okay, so maybe, you know, George is a bit worried about the house. It's just that he's not saying it. Okay, that one we don't know. We need to confirm that. Okay, so what do we know? What is obvious here? Let's see. Okay, what is obvious here, right, is that she feels redundant. Okay, house taken over her role, right? Her various roles, right? Wife, mother, and nursemaid. Okay, she feels inferior to what the house can provide for the family and for her children. Okay, so don't forget, the house can take care of daily needs, provide entertainment and comfort. Right, the house can soothe the children. Children are attached to the house, not the parents. Okay, you look as if you didn't know what to do with yourself in this house either. So this Lydia points out something she notices about George. You smoke a little more every morning and drink a little more every afternoon, all right, and need a little more sedative every night. Sedative presumably is something, right, that allows them to sleep better. You're beginning to feel unnecessary too. Pause and try to ease himself. Okay, so Lydia observed that George is also feeling redundant. There's something probably wrong about the house, but George cannot put his finger to it. Okay, so he's displaying signs of nervousness and unease, right? Okay, am I? So he doesn't really know this himself. Oh, George, these lines can't get out there, can they?